Hello everyone, have a pleasant day. This is Srimati, Assistant Professor, Dr. Ambedkar Global Law Institute, Tirupati. Today we are going to see qualities of an auditor. Here an auditor is required to perform a wide variety of functions, okay, and he must possess certain qualities for that functions. So some of this can be acquired, some of these qualities can be acquired through education and training, while some other qualities it depends upon his experience, okay. So we have to give equally, these qualities are equally necessary for success of in any field, okay. So first we will take professional expertise. It means he should possess the requisite knowledge and can apply that knowledge in the practical problem. So what is the practical professional knowledge? In the sense the subject knowledge, okay. He should be competence of an auditor means he should possess the knowledge of accounting, business law, taxation, management accounting, economics, mathematics, statistics, financial and marketing management, everything he should know, okay. So that is, and then professional expertise, that is. Next one is integrity. This is about an essential qualities of an auditor. He should be honest, sincere, and he should have a straightforward approach towards his work, okay. And then this function of an auditor is to express his opinion with due care and skill, and he should not undergo nothing under a pressure, okay. So this, if an auditor compromises his integrity due to fear, then the very purpose of audit is defeated, okay. And the next one is tactfulness. So the auditor should be tactful in his dealings with the officers and staff of the client, okay, and he should exercise utmost care in deciding what is appropriate to do, to say, or write while dealing with others, okay. And next one is objectivity. So the auditor should be objective, which means he should be detached, fair and unbiased, okay. So his objective consideration of facts rather than any predetermined notions, okay. So he should have an independent state of mind and an unbiased judgment, okay. So these are the cornerstones of a professional auditors. And then independence. It means he should not be subordinate his judgment to that any one of the client, okay. Then the auditor should be free of such interest in the enterprise, and under an audit which may affect the integrity, okay. So if he is having any interest towards the enterprise, then it may affect the integrity of his quality. Then unless he is independent, his report would not generate sufficient confidence among the users of audit information. And the next one is logical abilities. So he should have a logical approach towards his work, and then he should make logical conclusions about the course of actions to be followed, okay. And then the communication. The auditor should be able to communicate effectively both oral and written communication. The proficiency in oral and written communication is of great importance to an auditor. So in case report preparation, he should be able to convey his message concisely and precisely and clearly, okay. And next one is diligence. So the auditor is required to work diligently and methodologically to accomplish his task, and also to set an example before his subordinates. So an auditor is not bound to be deductive or approach his work with suspension or with foregone conclusion that there is something wrong. So he is a watchdog but not a bloodhound. He is justified in believing a tried servant of the company and is entitled to rely upon their representations provided he makes reasonable care. This has been given by Loops LG in the Kingston Cotton Mill case 1896. Okay, so finally we can conclude the auditor is a watchdog but not a bloodhound. It has been said by Lord Justice Loops. Hope now you are able to understand what is the qualifications, disqualification and qualities of an auditor clearly. And then until the next class, it is bye from Srimati. Thank you.